Welcome, folks, to a fantastic matchup that will continue the championship legacy of the proud Pacific 12 Conference. It stretches back more than a decade. Welcome to SoFi Stadium, the home of the LA Rams and Chargers, right here in Inglewood, California. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First down here for this offense. The RPO caught to the right. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the market.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Caught quickly. Tackle finally made at the 37. First and 10 from there.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. He makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
Ducks pick up enough yardage for a first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. Gets the first and still running. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Run it out of the shotgun. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense has got it.
Boy, the first carry of the game, and it ends with a fumble. Chris, you and I know this staff. We might see the backup get some reps on the next drive.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time?
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So now it's third and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a fourth down stop. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Bickley. They bring him down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
14, USC, 0.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Makes a quick round. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
As the first down is still going. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. And we're going back to guys like Charles Wright and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
The tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
He's swarmed by the defense. Offense facing second and goal. Wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Great job of the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass rush gets home.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play now. Third and goal, you come up with a sack. Backs against the wall, they get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal, and that's a win for the defense. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First down. They're going to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. The Trojans are in the red zone. Scanning the field. It's Owens. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They're going to run it here. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. On the move now. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point is good. They draw within 4 at 14-10. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Comes back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it first and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught in the flat by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
It's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That completion sets up a second down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and the receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
They don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obvious call there. You cannot rough up the quarterback like that. So now the offense has a fresh set of downs after that roughing the passer penalty. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Tight end goes in motion. Looking to throw it again. That pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Ducks will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. He's going to hand this off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The receiver grabs it. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Back to throw. It's Owens. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Here's the target, and it's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
To With the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. The penalty backs him up. 1st and very long. From the shotgun, drops back. Good throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking downfield. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking downfield. It's Owens. And the ball is hauled in. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. USC offense is back out on the field. The passing game effective in the 1st half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Quick pass, the catch is made. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Second down and goal now for this offense. Grab down the middle. It's Bickley. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming out.
This would be a big disappointment to get this starting field position and have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and 10. But he can run with a sneak. Touchdown, Ducks! This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Here's the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
USC 13.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick from the very first play. Breaking tackles. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 49.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. They're going to run it. That gets the carry. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw. It's Owens. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. You make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch downfield. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And the Trojans looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Inside the 40. Past the 20. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon.
Wow, that's a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitant. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
13.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And on first down, right back to the running game. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a short gain. Now it's 4 fingers in the air. Get ready for the 4th coming up. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage and make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Great move in the open field. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. That pass is caught. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal to 7.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
USC 13.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Comes the USC offense back on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. by the receiver. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid. On that short throw.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with a defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. To the air. It's Owens. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Trojans churn out another first down. We reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking for a man. Finds his target. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage.
Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
What a great catch by that receiver, Chris. He lays out and comes down with it, and the quarterback is the beneficiary. He's actually over 200 yards, and he can thank his receivers for plays like this.
Running back has it on a screen now. Touchdown, USC. They couldn't stop him there.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
42, USC 20.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Working clock with the ground game. Physical run earns the first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait.